Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to be doing a makeup look. It's going to be super natural, no eyeshadow, with a red lip. And so right now I am going to be taking the Anastasia brush. I don't know what number, but I'm just taking the spoolie part of it and I'm just brushing through my eyebrows, making sure they are brushed out so that when we apply the pomade, there's no clumpy, residue, or my eyebrows doesn't look clumpy. So right here, I am taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade in the color dark brown. Right now, I am using the other part of the Anastasia brow brush, and it's an angle part, and I am using that to take my product, put it on the back of my hand, and prepare to follow the bottom line of my eyebrows. Now, right now, I am taking the brush with the product on it, and I'm not doing anything crazy, but already just underlining my brow in its natural state. I'm not making it thicker, I'm not making it thinner, I'm just following the natural state of my eyebrows. So right here, I am starting in the middle of my brow, and I am following my natural brow shape. You never want to start in the beginning of your eyebrows because it's going to give your eyebrows a really blocky, square, dark effect, and you do not want that. You want it to look as natural as possible. So what I do, I use most of the pomade and product that I have on the brush towards the end of my eyebrow. And for the beginning of my brows, I do not go back in with any product, and I kind of feather the extra product that I have to give it a really light and soft effect. And also, when you are going towards the curve of your eyebrow, when you're dragging it down, you don't want to drag it down. You want to drag it outwards towards your ear, because if you are applying eyeshadow, you want your eyeshadow to have a much wider base versus it being closed off from the curve of your eyebrow being drawn down. And also, do not worry, my eyebrows do not look perfect right now, but we are going to use concealer and it's going to clean it right up. So for this part, I did go off camera and record the other eyebrow. It didn't make sense for me to sit here and record doing the same thing I did to the other eyebrow. It would be a lot of repetition and it'll save me a lot of time. So right now I am just brushing through my eyebrows, removing any of the extra residue, trying to make the eyebrows look natural as possible, and also filling it in where there are patches that are like really light. So right now I am taking the Wet n Wild brush. I believe it's a flat concealer brush. And I'm going to take that to conceal under my eyes. The product that I am using is the Maybelline Stay, or the Maybelline, it's something Maybelline. It's a really nice concealer. It's close to my skin color since I am not using eyeshadow. And what I do is just take it, put it on both sides of the brush so that it's really flat and easy to work with. And I am following the natural shape of my eyebrows, just following it to clean it up. So I did go off camera and I conceal under both of my eyebrows. I did bring the concealer down also. And again, I went off camera and I actually used my foundation to not really conceal, but outline the top of my eyebrows. And I used the shade 355 Coconut, and I believe 360, which is Mocha. And I actually blended those two colors together, and it's actually the perfect shade for my foundation. So right now, I am kind of just blending out the concealer, limiting the creases, kind of spreading the product all over so that when I do apply the setting powder, it's a much smoother look. So right now I am taking a different brush to apply my setting powder. I'm not picky when it comes to my brushes because some of them serve a lot of purposes. And I believe this brush is like an eyeshadow brush. But I am just taking my Laura Mercier setting powder, putting it on the brush, you know, of course, shaking the excess powder off and applying it on top of my concealer. This will help with like the creases and having the concealer look much smoother on top of your eyelid. So right now I'm just getting ready to prime my face and I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And for me, I normally just, you know, put it on the back of my hand, dab it all over my face and kind of use my fingers to work it in there. Really work it in there. I feel like it works really better when I use my fingers. But of course, on my clients, I do use a brush. So now I am taking the two foundations I was telling you guys that I covered over the top of my eyebrows. And it is the Maybelline Forever Stay or Maybelline Stay, something like that, and the color Coconut and Mocha. I do mix both of those colors because I feel like it gives me the perfect color for my foundation. And I kind of put it on the back of my hand, mix it all together, and then apply it all over my face with a foundation brush. So right now I am taking the Wet n Wild brush. I don't know if this is a foundation brush, but I use it as a foundation brush and it works really good. So I'm just taking a product from the back of my hand, applying it on the brush and maneuvering the product all over my face. And when I apply my foundation, I don't really move too far from the skin. I don't really know how to explain it. I think you guys can see that I stay really close with the brush on my skin and I don't move in circles. I kind of just lightly pat it on there and I kind of move it in a downward motion. And so for this part, I am taking my damp beauty blender. You do not want a dry beauty blender. Please use a damp beauty blender. And right now I am just taking this and I go right over my foundation. This helps with removing a lot of excess foundation, I should say, off of your face so your face doesn't look so dewy and wet. It kind of gives it a dry matte look. But you'll see once I push, will show you guys the beauty blender as to how much product comes off your face from the brush afterwards. So right now I am just showing you the excess product I was talking about as to how much excess foundation you can take off your face from the brush and using a wet beauty blender right afterwards. So right now I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Deep or Deep Sand is one of those, but I am just using it to put concealer under my eyes, the ridge of my nose, my forehead, I believe my upper lip and my chin. So for this part, I am going to use the face fan that I do have and kind of speed up the process with drying my concealer. I love when my concealer dry a little bit. It kind of gives me a lot more coverage that I like. So now I am taking that same damn beauty blender, just the other side that has the point to it, and I am blending out my concealer. And so right now I am taking my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and my damn beauty blender. I am using the clean side of the beauty blender, not the part that I conceal with, and I am applying my setting powder. When I apply it, I no longer bake, so I am working it into the concealer, like patting it in. I am no longer baking. So right now I am taking my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Mocha Mami, and when I was doing my 101, I learned that you don't always have to contour first. And I really hate contouring my face because I don't really like a sculpted face. So sometimes I contour and sometimes I just use bronzer to give me that extra warmth. So right now I'm just taking the e.l.f. sculpted brush. It is like an angle brush, and I am just taking it, applying that bronzer in the color Mocha Mami, and I am applying it on my, I don't know what to call it. I don't know if I want to call it on my cheekbones, but you know where I'm contouring at. You see it, okay? So as you can see, I can get a little heavy-handed with the bronzer. So in order to clean it up a little bit and soften it up so it wouldn't be so harsh and bright on my face, I just used the back of the beauty blender that I used to take the excess foundation off. And I kind of just work the edges of the bronzer and kind of soften it up, bring the tone down a little bit. So right now I am just going to be taking my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder with the beauty blender. I kind of used it where I already applied the translucent setting powder when I was setting my concealer. And you can either start from the corner of your lips to the point of your ear, or the point of your ear to the corner of the lips. And I kind of just use that and I go right under my bronzer. So right now I'm using my other Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Cocoa Naughty. And I use this to bronze my nose. I don't really contour my nose, so I use this bronzer. It's really natural and subtle. So right now I am taking the e.l.f. blush palette and I kind of mix my blushes. I kind of go in with a bright pink and a warm brown. I'm kind of mix those up. You know where to apply the brush on the high point of, your cheekbones. But sometimes if I don't get the bright pink or, the color that I want for the blush, I do go in with my Morph palette. I don't know which palette it is. I believe it's the Morph like 305, I believe. I don't know. And it has a really cute pink in there. Sometimes I use the eyeshadow as a blush, so I'm not really against it. So by now, y'all know that I go crazy with the products, especially this blush. So I am using a Butter That Beauty blender to clean up that blush. I probably went too high with, or, just too crazy with, to clean it all up. Y'all, I don't know what eyeliner this is. I think it's some waterproof gel eyeliner. Let's see. Damn. Was it? I don't know if it was NYX. I don't know, but it's a really nice waterproof gel black eyeliner that I'm just using to underline my waterline. So right now, I'm just taking my mascara brush and I am just brushing through my eyelashes. So what this helps with is making your eyelash strip and your eyelashes like one cohesive unit. You don't want people to know where the eyelash strip is and where your real eyelashes are. You want them to be blended very well, and this mascara helps with that. So right now I am just taking my strip eyelashes and applying it right on top of my eyelid, but very close to my lash line so that my lashes and lash strip is blended very well. So I did go off camera and I did put my other lash on. I don't know if it's just me, but my eyes literally tear up a lot when putting on eyeliner and eyelashes. So it literally took me forever to put on my eyelashes. That's why I did it off camera. So right now I am just taking my Kiss. I believe this is actually a bronzer, but I use it as a highlight. And I'm taking my Morphe, I believe 304 brush. And I'm using it to apply my highlight. So right now I'm taking a smaller brush to apply the highlight on my nose. And when I apply it on my nose, I'll make an exclamation point. So it's going down the ridge and then a little dot right in the center. And later on you'll see me apply the highlight in the inner corner of my tear ducts to make my eyes pop. I almost forgot that I do apply highlight in my brow bone. So right now I'm using the same brush I used to apply my foundation to wipe off the excess setting powder I had underneath my bronzer. So right now I am just taking mascara and applying it to my bottom lashes. So right now I am taking the Anastasia brow brush and the Anastasia Duo powder in the color Ebony, I believe, and just cleaning up my eyebrows. Now I am using the same pencil that is similar to the pencil that I use for my eyeliner, just in a different color, brown. So it's the same kind of pencil, it's still waterproof and still a gel product, just a different color. So now I'm going in with my red lipstick from the brand Forever Matte. It's a real vibrant red, really pretty, and it has a really nice finish. So now I am using a brush to blend out the brown liner with the red liquid lipstick to give it an ombre effect. So now I am taking my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray to set everything in place. Okay, I am back with the final look. This is the end results of the beat we just did. Hopefully you guys like it. It's very simple and cute with a pop of color with the red lip. Nice for going out on dates or, you know. But yeah, hopefully you guys can see exactly what I was doing. Hopefully y'all can take some techniques from me that I use and apply it on yourselves or y'all new clients. I am still learning a lot, but I have come a long way if y'all have followed me from the makeup videos I was posting like 3 months ago. So, you know, y'all growing me. No, I was gonna, no. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's besides the point, but yeah, y'all, whoever been rocking with me, seen it all. So hopefully y'all like the beat. Hopefully I can take something from me and apply to y'all everyday, you know, makeup looks that y'all use. But this is the end result. Cute beat with a pop of color. So like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Tell your friends and friends about me. Tell them to subscribe, turn on the post notifications. I am going to be more consistent with dropping videos, and I'm trying to do a lot more videos with eyeshadow and like colors, because I'm quick to do something like this with a new look. But I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone, and yeah. So like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Go watch my other videos that I've posted, and go follow me on my social media, which will be in the description box below. So